Time is the only currency you cannot earn again, and yet it is the currency people waste the most. Jack Ma's entire life is proof that ordinary people do extraordinary things not because they are gifted, not because they are born with special intelligence, but because they learn how to control their 24 hours. He once said that when he was young, nobody believed in him. Nobody gave him chances, nobody opened doors for him, but he had one thing every successful person had. He had 24 hours every day. And the moment he realized that these same 24 hours were the difference between the people at the top and the people who struggled at the bottom, something inside him shifted. He made a silent promise to himself that he would never let a day pass without using it to build something for his future. That promise became the foundation of Alibaba. That promise became the foundation of every success he built. And that promise is the same one you need to make right now if your life is going to change. How to plan your 24 hours is not about making a beautiful schedule. It's not about strict routines or perfect discipline. It is about transforming your relationship with time. It is about understanding why people fail, why people procrastinate, why people drift aimlessly, and why people who start with nothing still build empires. Jack Ma learned that time favors people who respect it. He learned that time becomes your ally when you become intentional. He learned that your hours shape your identity long before they shape your future. And to plan your 24 hours the way he did, you must understand the psychology behind it. Not the superficial version, but the deep inner rewiring that changes how you see. Jack Ma often says that people lose days because they wake up without purpose. They open your eyes and enter a day that is already controlled by other people. Notifications, demands, problems, social media, distractions, stress, and noise take over before you make your first decision. You become a passenger in your own life, not the driver. And the worst part is, you don't even realize it. Your day feels normal. It feels like life. But in reality, your time is slipping away from you, minute by minute, without any direction. Jack Ma understood that a day without direction is a day wasted. It doesn't matter how busy you are. It doesn't matter how many tasks you complete. If the day didn't move you closer to your goals, it was lost. Planning your 24 hours is not about filling your time with activities. It is about ensuring your time works for your future, not just your present. The most important moment of your day is not the first task you do. It is the moment you wake up and choose what this day will become. Jack Ma believes that you win your day before you start living it. Successful people plan their days, not because they love discipline, but because they understand human nature. If you don't decide your priorities early, your brain will choose comfort. If you don't choose focus, the world will choose distraction for you. Your mind, by default, wants ease, wants entertainment, wants instant gratification. To overcome this, Jack Ma created a ritual. Every morning, before touching his phone, before speaking to anyone, before thinking about his problems, he asked himself what meaningful actions he must complete today. These were not major achievements. These were not glamorous tasks. They were small, consistent actions that moved him toward his long-term goals. He wrote these down. He visualized how the day would unfold. He believed the morning is the time when your brain is sharpest, cleanest, and most creative. And if you do not use that time to shape direction, the rest of your day.
To plan your 24 hours the way Jack Ma did, your morning cannot belong to the world. Your morning must belong to your future. The struggle is that people wake up and immediately relive yesterday. The same scrolling, the same routines, the same mindless habits, the same emotional patterns. Jack Ma understood something powerful. The morning is the most important psychological moment of the day. Whatever you do first tells your brain what matters. If your first action is checking your phone, your brain believes that the world's demands are more important than your dreams. If your first action is comparing yourself to others online, your brain believes you are behind. If your first action is consuming noise, your brain believes that distraction is your priority. Jack Ma used the morning to create momentum. He kept the first hour slow, intentional, quiet, grounded. He drank tea slowly. He reflected on his goals. He told himself that the day ahead was an opportunity, not a burden. And this simple mental shift changed the quality of his entire life. People think planning your day is about scheduling tasks, but Jack Ma believed planning is really about designing your identity. If you spend your mornings building your mind, your afternoons become powerful. If you spend your mornings reacting, your entire day becomes chaos. He used his mornings for thinking, learning, developing ideas, expanding his vision, improving his communication, and studying markets. He didn't do this because he was successful. He did this when he was struggling. He did this when nobody believed in him. He did this when he had no business, no investors, no support, no money. He used his mornings to build a version of himself that the future needed. Your morning must feed your future, not.
Jack Ma divided his day based on purpose, not hours. He believed every part of your day serves a different psychological function. Your morning builds your future. Your work hours build your value. Your afternoons build your skills. Your evenings build your reflection. Your nights build your recovery. Every part of the day has a meaning, and when you understand the meaning, you stop wasting time. Jack Ma was not busy. He was effective. He did not chase 12 hours of productivity. He chased 2 hours of clarity, 4 hours of value creation, 2 hours of learning, and a few hours of connection and reflection. This approach changed everything. When planning your 24 hours, you must understand that not all hours are equal. Morning hours carry more weight. Focus hours carry more power. Learning hours create compounding results. Reflection hours prevent mistakes. And rest hours renew your creativity. People fail not because they don't have time, but because they use the wrong hours for the wrong things. They use their mornings for stress instead of strategy. They use their afternoons for distractions instead of development. They use their evenings for noise instead of reflection. Jack Ma flipped the equation. He aligned the right actions with the right mental state.
Jack Ma also understood that most people waste their best hours on the worst tasks. They waste their sharpest time on unimportant things. They waste their focused hours on low-value activities. They give their ambition the leftover hours at night when they are tired and drained. Jack Ma built a simple rule. Your highest value task should be the first meaningful work you do in the day. Because when your energy is high, your clarity is high, and your willpower is strong, you can complete tasks in minutes that would take hours later. This rule changed his life. It will change yours too. Planning your 24 hours is also about understanding human weakness. Jack Ma says people fail not because they are weak, but because they do not understand how their brain works. Your brain gets tired, it gets bored, it gets distracted, it avoids difficulty. If you fight your brain, you lose. If you work with your brain, you win. Jack Ma built systems that worked with his mind. Small blocks of focused work, short breaks to reset, no emotional decisions during work hours, strict separation between thinking and worrying, and deep focus on one goal rather than 10. He avoided multitasking because multitasking destroys momentum. He avoided rushing because rushing creates mistakes. He avoided overthinking because overthinking kills action. Planning your 24 hours is not just about time, it is about energy. It is about protecting your focus and using.
Another powerful lesson from Jack Ma is that planning does not work unless you eliminate what destroys your time. And what destroys time are not always big things. It is the small distractions, the unnecessary conversations, the emotional drama, the social media loops, the fear of criticism, the meaningless browsing, the mental clutter that eats your hours silently. Jack Ma stayed away from people who wasted time. He stayed away from environments that killed productivity. He stayed away from conversations that added no value. He learned to say no. This is one of the hardest parts of planning your 24 hours. Saying no protects your time. Saying yes destroys it. Jack Ma also warned against the emotional traps that ruin days. Procrastination is not laziness, it is fear. Distraction is not entertainment, it is escape. Overthinking is not intelligence, it is paralysis. Waiting for motivation is the biggest lie. Jack Ma didn't wait to feel ready. He took action and readiness followed. He believed the best way to control your day is to start, not think. People lose hours because they wait for the perfect moment, but perfect moments never come. Planning your 24 hours means removing the emotional excuses your mind creates. Your 24 hours must include learning. Jack Ma believes learning is the most powerful investment of time. He spent hours studying English when nobody valued it. He spent hours studying global business when people mocked him. He spent hours improving communication because he believed that great leaders must know how to express ideas clearly. Learning is the foundation of growth, and people who stop learning start declining. At least 1 hour of your 24-hour plan must be dedicated to learning something that expands your opportunities. This is what creates long-term.
You must also include time for relationships. Jack Ma always believes success without people is empty. If your 24 hours are all work, no connection, no presence, you will burn out. You must spend time with people who matter. You must talk to them with full attention. You must build emotional bonds. A strong support system makes you resilient, and resilience is necessary for long-term success. Reflection is another essential part of planning your day. Jack Ma says people repeat mistakes because they don't pause to learn. At night, he would ask himself what he did well, what he did poorly, and what he needed to improve. This simple evening reflection made him smarter every day. Planning your 24 hours means improving your next 24 hours. It means adjusting, learning, recalibrating, and evolving. Jack Ma also believed that planning your 24 hours gives you identity. When you design your day intentionally, you step into a higher version of yourself. Your days become meaningful. Your life becomes directional. Your purpose becomes stronger. Every action builds confidence. Confidence builds momentum. Momentum builds identity. And identity builds destiny. Your 24 hours shape your future in ways you cannot imagine. People often ask Jack Ma how to stay motivated every day. His answer is simple. You don't rely on motivation. You rely on discipline, vision, curiosity, and responsibility. You stay motivated because you remind yourself why your time matters. You stay motivated because each day becomes a chapter in your story. You stay motivated because you see your future in the small actions you repeat. Motivation becomes natural when your days move you toward a meaningful destination.
Your life will not change by planning one day. It will change when you plan your day every day. Jack Ma says that success is not found in big moments. Success is hidden in small, repetitive actions done consistently over years. When you plan your 24 hours, you are shaping the next 10 years. You are building a future version of yourself that will look back and thank you. You must choose to live your day with intention. You must choose to remove distractions. You must choose to perform meaningful tasks. You must choose to grow. You must choose to protect your mind, your time, and your energy. Planning your 24 hours means taking full responsibility for your life. It means saying, my day belongs to me, and I will use it to become who I want to be. Jack Ma started with nothing. He had no resources, no skills, no power, no support. But he controlled his time. He used it wisely. He used it purposefully. He used it fearlessly. And that single decision transformed a struggling teacher into a global entrepreneur. You can reshape your entire future by reshaping a single day. If you do this daily, your life will transform faster than you imagine. Your 24 hours are your greatest asset. Treat them with the respect they deserve. Your future is hidden in today. Your dreams are hidden in your schedule. Your potential is hidden in your discipline. And your success is hidden in your ability to plan your 24 hours with clarity, intention, and courage. This is the Jack Ma way. This is how an ordinary person becomes extraordinary. And this is how you must begin living from today.